Hey y'all, it's Mickey, and today I'm going to be reviewing Wasteful Days of High School Girl Episode 1. And honestly, whoever translated that should put A before girl. But I digress. That's not an issue with the episode at all. Now, this anime, I gotta admit, it had its nice moments. Because, for one, it has this girl Tanaka who wants to hook up with boys, yet she's a lazy tap that doesn't even want to put any fucking effort at all. So, right off the bat, it sets itself up to hilarious situations. Because throughout the episode, you get kind of grasp of her personality, where she wastes her time thinking of nicknames for the whole classroom. And through all this, I'm just thinking, yo, why doesn't this girl just think about going into a club, maybe a mixed gender club, and that's sports related, and then try going there if she wants to meet a boy. But no, she does other shit, and I think that's what makes it funny, partially. And then it also makes it funny when this same main character, Tanaka, tries to talk to multiple people, seeing if they can try to hook her up with the boy. And then throughout this episode, I'm just thinking, man, this woman's got infinite thirst. And it also has nice comedic sequences when she's all talking to the sensei, saying shit like she wants to be popular with boys and all that kind of jazz, all randomly. And then she tries to finesses herself out of doing math and all that kind of jazz. So there were nice comedic sequences in this anime. And to its credit, it's really elevated by the nice performances of the actresses. So, from a story standpoint, it did pretty fine. And in addition to that, it had some other characters kind of somewhat introduced. Like, there was this there was this little girl where Tanaka keeps on calling freaking Loli and all that, which is also pretty hilarious, where she actually says it out loud. You normally don't see an anime character call the small character a Loli. So that was also pretty nice, especially since it came out of nowhere and it was unexpected. And that's what works for the anime. When it has unexpected humor, it works. And then it executes, again, unexpected humor when she's talking about scenarios where she can meet one of her old classmates, and then she concocts this random ass hypothetical scenario where she can meet one of her former high school students by, say, then going into a accident, then using her AB blood to transfer AB blood towards them, and then talking to them while they're currently in the hospital and forming a relationship there. And I'm just thinking, oh god, that was funny. And then afterwards, when you think the joke's getting old, then Tanaka puts in a scenario where she would seem unattracted to a boy, but then afterwards the boy is like, oh yeah, interesting woman. And that was also nice too, a way of making some nice unexpected humor. So there were moments like that in the episode that caught you off guard, and where the comedy was nice. And I'd say really, the only weakness in this episode was on occasions some of the jokes didn't stick, and sometimes it kind of did feel like a slow burn. But for the most part, I thought the comedy was mostly executed well. And from the character standpoint, there really isn't much to say on the characters except for Tanaka, where she just wants to hook up with the boy, and then going to lengths to try to get with the boy, although not putting enough effort. So that's pretty much her personality in a nutshell. And she's kind of a baka, where even the characters in the show call her a baka too. So there are also nice elements there, especially when she's like, I've got youth on my side and all of that. And then she mentions that she's on the middle lower tier of clothing style. And then her friends are like, you aren't even in the middle lower tier. So that was also nice too, to get to see that kind of back and forth between her and her friends, where her friends kind of bash on her because she kind of does say stupid shit sometimes. So character moments like that make the episode work. So I'd say it's a decent package there. And I'd say really the only weakness in this show is the animation. It's kind of weak at times. Even the opening is kind of weak animation-wise, although it is kind of stylistic, while the ending theme, there really isn't much animation going on there. Literally, first portion of it is a large-ass drawing drawn, and it's scrolling towards one side of the screen to the other side. So Ending theme's kind of restrained, although I did like the music of the opening and ending theme. And there was some animation in the ending theme, just not a lot of it. As for the sound, voice performances were actually pretty good, but the soundtrack kind of left more to be desired. Although there were instances where the soundtrack did pop out, so I could either be really hit or really miss sometimes the OST. And as for the episode overall, the scale of 1 to 10, to 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm gonna rate it a 5.5 out of 10. I think it's a smidge above average because it still made me laugh. Just not as much as some of the comedy animes that have come out this season. But I'd say overall, I guess it's a decent package if any of y'all want to see a comedy with the premise of one of the main characters wanting to like try to hook up with the boy, or at least talking about imaginative scenarios of hooking up with the boy, because who knows if she's actually going to try to actively hook up with the boy or not. And if you like that premise, check it out. If any of y'all want to see a comedy with more than that, I mean, I guess it's still worth checking out if you want to see a comedy anime with the main character that's an idiot. But other than that, if you want more than that, I don't think I can recommend this too much. At least, that's my perspective. For me, I enjoyed it overall, but I didn't love it. And I thought overall, it was a decent package. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Be sure to comment out your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. Be sure to rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.